Hi, I'm Aisha. My PhD is on students' emotional engagement with undergraduate physics. And in this talk, I'm going to present a study on students' emotions in first year physics lectures. Pekroon defines emotions as an acute, intense, and typically brief psychological change that results from a meaningful situation. And the achievement emotions are what students feel during the activities or as an outcome of it. As in here, students show their quick emotional response to the demonstration that is shown in the lecture. Achievement Emotion Questionnaire AEQ survey tool has been used after adapting it in our context in our study. AEQ, developed by Pekroon and others, places emotions in these four quadrants. According to their valence, either they are positive or negative, and according to their activity, either they are activating students or making them passive. So these were the emotions: pride, enjoyment, anger, anxiety, hopelessness, and boredom that we have measured. Our research aims were to adapt AEQ for physics lectures and check its validity and reliability, measure students' emotions at the start, middle, and end of the introductory physics course for its three streams, Physics A and Physics B, both of which were face-to-face lectures, and third stream, which was online. Design historical stories for the lectures of Physics B stream. Compare emotions for female and male, Physics A and Physics B, and the third, online versus offline, as in online versus the face-to-face lecture streams. Our sample was 338 students attending the introductory physics course at the University of New South Wales. The data was collected for all the three streams over the 3 weeks at the start, end, and middle of the course. While observing the lectures for Physics A and Physics B streams, many interactive and engaging elements were found in the lectures. Interactive problem solving, real-time display of students' understanding, video and demonstrations, engaging lecture slides, and engaging elements like a toy cat or a ball. But there was something different in Physics A and Physics B lectures. This is how the slides look like while introducing Newton's first law for Physics A, while the Physics B slides look like this. This was our intervention to check if historical stories create better emotional engagement for students or not. These slides, which were dedicated to the history bits, would just take up about 2 to 3 minutes of the lectures, wouldn't add to the cognitive load of the students because we would just add one or two liners like this. Here, Galileo sets the stage. Descartes wrote the laws, but Newton gets the credit. So, is it really Newton's first law? So, we are not trying to create any conspiracy or anything, but it's just to hook the students up and to dramatize the scenario, to tell the students that history and science both are built over time and with different scientists. So we have followed Stinner's guidelines while creating such stories. This was the survey tool that was used to measure emotions, the AEQ physics leg, where students reported their emotions on a Likert scale of strongly agree to strongly disagree. The first question here represents pride emotion, the second one, the enjoyment emotion, and similarly other questions represented other emotions. So total of 25 questions were asked to students, 4 questions each for each emotion. For example, pride emotion was reported by students by reporting to these questions. After getting students' responses to the survey, all the data was entered in SPSS and AMOS software to check the reliability and validity of the tool. The confirmatory factor analysis showed that the model was hierarchical and interrelated emotion structure as per the Pecroon model that we were following. All the factor loadings of all the questions onto the particular emotion and the correlation between the emotions, along with the validity measures and the composite reliability, was as per the Pecroon model and within acceptable range. The Pearson correlations were also according to the Pecroon model, where the same valence emotions were positively correlated amongst each other. While we compared the emotions for female and male through the independent T statistics in SPSS software, we found that females are more anxious than the males at the start of the course, and they are more bored than the males and are enjoying less than the males by the end of the course. So overall, females are less positively engaged with the physics course. While we compared the emotions for Physics A and Physics B, no statistically significant difference was found between the two lecture streams. Does that mean history doesn't really matter? It might be amongst different engagement elements that one of the elements, if not there, doesn't really matter. When we compared the online stream with the face-to-face lectures, we found that pride, enjoyment, both the emotions were higher for face-to-face, and hopelessness was higher for online when the course started. At the middle, again, the enjoyment was higher for face-to-face, and by the end of the course, again, positive emotions were found higher and negative emotions were lower for the face-to-face. Does that mean students are missing the universities right now? So the key finding of our research was that AEQ Physics LEC is a valid and reliable tool. It can differentiate emotions for genders and different circumstances. Significance of this research is that it helps understand the undergraduate students' emotion toward physics in lecture situations. It differentiates it. Different elements can be developed based on AEQ Physics Prac LEC, and without over investing in a single element, we can see if different elements are working towards or against the emotions. Limitation is that AEQ Physics LEC has to be used over time and in different contexts with different students. The structural invariance needs to be researched over time and place. I would really like to acknowledge my supervisor, co-supervisor, all the physics tutors and students at the UNSW who helped with this study, and my research team. Do connect with me to know more about the research or give any inputs, and to know how to create historical stories and the qualitative analysis of emotions. Do attend my other talk. Thank you very much.